Greetings to you all my friends out there in computer land, Facebook land, YouTube land. Well, I just thought I'd make a video tonight. I was out watching our friends, hanging out with our friends, and I felt kind of inspired to make a video. And I want to talk about it a little bit. If you watch my other videos, you know that I see these star-like orbs every night. They come out for me, and they do some pretty cool stuff. And they know me. They're aware of my thoughts. They can read your mind. They're a higher density being. I don't know where you're at with those type of things, if you're familiar with that or not. But I type about this all the time on Facebook, and some of you listen to me and some of you don't. I guess, but it's pretty fascinating. It's the greatest mystery I've ever had in my life. Because I mean, I go out there, right out here, in my backyard. I live in the woods. It's pretty dark. I go out there alone, and I stand out there and I look at the sky, and it looks back at me. You know, it's pretty astounding, man, and it's pretty damn incredible. And I type about this all the time, and it's hard for me to convey how exciting this really is. I go out and I look, and the stars just twinkle up there. And every time a star twinkles, you're looking for one of them. Or every time a lightning bug goes by, or every time an airplane, you're like, oh, ooh, and they never make me wait that long. I mean, I stand out there, and it's like they know right away. It's like they get an alert on their Facebook. Oh, Chuck's outside. Just zip over there. It's pretty cool, and I feel like I should make videos and talk to you guys about stuff. you know I feel like that's what I should do, and I'd like to encourage you guys to do the same thing, because you're all just like me. You're all just on this a very similar journey. We've learned all this stuff, and there's a couple hundred of you on my Facebook, that I know are familiar with these issues and stuff. And I would like to encourage each and every one of you, man, that thinks you can, just sit down with the camera, man. Start talking in it. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Just start talking and communicating your ideas, because, see, we're just typing and we're interacting with this false, it's like an artificial reality. Facebook, man. We're just typing. I'm typing something. I'm saying it one way in my head, and somebody else, you're reading it a totally different way. You don't even understand what I meant. So I think we should make videos, man. I think we should make videos. We should talk. We should be animated. We should let our personalities come through on this stuff, man. I don't care who you are, dude. I mean, I'm nobody special. I don't have great confidence or anything like that. I'm just like you, dude. I'm just like every person out there. And I got some stuff to say, just like I'm sure you do. Let's make videos, dude, and let's that's one of the things I want to talk about here. Let's take it to the world, man. Let's get on there. Let's be genuine, because that's something you can't fake. You can't fake being genuine. You can't fake integrity. People will read that, man. People will read that you're sincere about this stuff, and they're not just reading your typed words and oh yeah, this person's just posting the latest thing they seen on the you know connect with people, make videos. Raw. See, you're watching my video right now. You're entranced by me somehow. I don't know how, but you are. Don't lie. Admit it. So, I want to talk about making videos. I want to talk about our friends and how exciting it is seeing them and everything. And I want to talk to you guys about how we're living a little bit. I want to throw one more thing into my video here. What, we're at 4 minutes? One more thing to talk about. Animals, man. Animals, I don't know where you're at with your diet and that. I know a lot of my friends are still meat eaters, carnivores, I understand it, dude. When that's just a way of the society, when that's the way of people, when you're taught through artificial scenarios and stuff on TV, they're like, oh yeah, that's silly, like I'm gonna live on rabbit food and this and that, and they put that down. But really, your body physiologically, you don't need to eat animals, dude. I know it's hard to believe, and some of you guys are like, oh yeah, whatever, Chuck, damn hippie, you actually don't need to eat animals. That's why they're, they're full of drugs and shit that addict you, and I don't even know if I even really like meat. I think I like steak sauce, A1 steak sauce. I think that's what I don't know, but I'm over it. I like that stuff too, and it's tough. I've been living on rabbit food, man. I've been eating. But it's worth it because you know what? No one should be locked in the dark and with no hope in a cage and suffer. And I mean, those are lives, dude. I mean, I don't know what the numbers are. I mean, there's like, I forget how many billions of chickens are killed every year, how many billions of animals are killed. And you just don't think about it. We're just programmed to not think about it, not care. Oh, it's just a chicken, right? Run around like a chicken with his head cut off. I tell you what, man. Animals are just like me and you. They're an organism. They have kids. They have feelings. They have emotions. They're no different than me and you. Okay, just because one is not as smart as you or it's not as big and powerful as you, I don't even know. Do we even really need to have this talk? You got to be kind to animals, man. If you're not, how do you treat lower life forms? I go out in my backyard and I see life forms that are so much higher than we are, you can't even understand them, what they are. You can't, any more than like an earthworm or a mouse is going to understand what you are. Your thoughts, your ways are outside of their perceptions, man. But does that give them the right to feed off you, to come here and feed off you, farm you for? Well, I think how we treat animals authorizes how we're treated by these higher beings. Now, you don't see we're surrounded by higher beings, maybe, right? Because you look at the blue sky and you look at the news, tells you nobody's out there. They're out there, and there's good ones and there's bad ones, man. Okay, and the bad ones, they feed off of, they don't just like pluck your head off and eat it. Well, maybe they do, I don't know. But what they feed off is your energy. Okay, they're energetic. It's a whole different deal when you get into these other densities. They feed off of stuff like fear. They feed off of stuff like misery. They they need that to survive. Okay. Long story short, everything here is about polarity, positive and negative. It's real simple. And people that choose to be negative repeatedly, they're dedicated to the negative path. Eventually, the way I see it and what I've learned, the universe eventually says, well, okay, you have the free will to do that. You can go around, be an asshole, and do what you. But the universe quits giving you energy at some point, and you actually need the energy and the suffering of others. You have to control others to survive. If you make that your ways to control others to survive, you're gonna get stuck that way. It's bad news, man. So anyway, just imagine with me. Just imagine with me, okay? On the bigger picture, we got these other beings that probably exist, right? I see them. I testify to you for sure. I see other beings. The ones I'm seeing, they're probably the good guys, okay? But these bad guys, they're not the powerful shit out there, okay? They're what they're allowed to be, and they're authorized to feed off of people, and they're authorized to farm people. Believe it or not, there's some horrible stuff going on, unspeakable shit, you know. And I think it's my belief, I don't know if this is the community at large of the truther community believes this, but I believe that we're kind of suckered into and tricked into treating animals the way that we do, because it puts us in a wonderful position of being someone else's fruit on the tree. Okay, the ones that influence everything at the end of the day, you know about the cabal and the Illuminati. Everybody out there's heard of that. Well, it's these bloodline families, man. Okay, but they're not the end all. Okay, they're working for these others, these ones that are negative, that feed off the suffering. Okay, they're pretty far out. They're pretty scary, but so, but they can only do what they're authorized to do. So how do you treat lower animals, man? This is Rue. Say hello to Rue. Rue is an animal. He doesn't know it. He thinks he's a person, just like all my cats, because they are people. They're not any different. And if you look past the kind of bullshit programming and training here that they do to your mind, you know, at some point when you were young, someone had to tell you to overcome your feelings towards animals, towards eating animals, you know, because at some level you knew that it wasn't right. You know, that at some point someone told you, well, it's just a chicken. It's, you know, you don't, and so you blocked that out. I remember it. Maybe you remember it. Maybe you don't. I don't know. But I guess those are the three things I want to talk to you guys about. I wanted to tell you, it's pretty damn exciting every night, man. Encounters, dude. Encounters, you know, CE5. Are the fifth kind? Like, you know, the third kind, second kind, fourth kind. That's like where you initiate the contact. You know, like the earthling. The earthling initiates the contact, right? So, well, I think I've talked enough. You got. I don't want to make you sit through any more than 10 minutes of me. So I covered the three things I wanted to cover. Now I'm getting distracted by my animals. So you guys just have a good one out there. I just wanted to connect with you and make a video. You know, I don't have all the answers to life or anything. Otherwise, somebody else's video for that. But if I come out, take up 10 minutes of your day, share some of what I'm thinking with you, I'm good, man. And I think you should do the same. You should make your videos. Whatever's on your mind, you should get on there, do your rants. What you gonna do? And you should be yourself, man. Be yourself, make videos. Be yourself, make videos, eat vegetables, and what you gonna do?